Welcome back to the Safety Roadmap Podcast. Today, we'll be touching on a topic that's often brought up by those looking to secure their workplace from hazards and care about health and safety.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into something a little different, hand tool safety.
Sounds interesting.
It really is. See, you sent us these Arabic safety guides, and let me tell you, they are seriously in-depth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like they've got illustrations for everything, even showing like a chipped hammerhead flying through the air. Makes you think twice, right?
Yeah, ouch.
So we thought we'd break it all down, share some of the key takeaways.
I'm all ears.
Okay, so first up, they really hammer home the importance of using the right tool for the job.
Makes sense, but people probably cut corners right now.
All the time. Like, they show a picture of someone trying to loosen a nut with pliers instead of a wrench.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Recipe for disaster.
Exactly. And these guides lay out exactly why that's a bad idea.
Strip nut, busted pliers, maybe even a trip to the ER, right?
Bingo! So, lesson 1. Right tool, right job.
Got it.
Okay, next up. Tool inspection. And I'm not talking about a quick once-over. These guides are intense.
Like, what are we talking about here?
Rust, cracks, loose parts. They show a close-up of a wrench with a tiny crack, and it just makes you realize.
How dangerous even a small flaw can be.
Totally. Especially when you're putting a lot of force into it.
Exactly. Suddenly that tiny crack becomes a big problem.
So we've got the right tool, it's in good shape, what else?
Well, then it all comes down to technique.
And oh boy, do they get into technique.
It's more than just getting the job done, right? It's about doing it safely.
100%. Like, even with something as simple as hammering, they break down the right way to do it.
Swing from the elbow and shoulder using your whole body.
Exactly. Not just your wrist.
Right. It's about efficiency, but it's also about protecting yourself from injury.
So much good stuff here. Choosing the right tool, making sure it's in top shape, using proper technique. It all ties together.
It does. And speaking of tying things together, these guides also delve into power tool safety, which is a whole other
ball game. Power tools, they can be a game changer. But man, those guides, they really drive home how important safety is with these things.
Rightfully so. We're talking about a whole different level of force and potential risk.
Yeah, like one diagram shows what happens if your angle grinder kicks back, and let's just say it's not pretty.
Yeah, not pretty at all. Those guides don't sugarcoat the risks, which is a good thing.
Exactly. Better safe than sorry, right. And they're really big on those safety features, you know, the guards, the shields.
Which people often see as optional, unfortunately, but those things are there for a reason.
So true. And on that note, personal protective equipment, I have to admit, I'm guilty of skipping the gloves sometimes.
We've all been there.
Right. But these guides, they make a good point. Even a small cut can turn nasty if it gets infected.
Absolutely. And then you're talking about lost time, complications.
Not worth it. Okay, so one thing I didn't expect, they have a whole section on, wait for it, storing your tools properly.
Interesting. I mean, organization is important, but I wouldn't have thought of it as a safety issue per se.
Right. But they show a toolbox with, like, tools just thrown in there every which way, and you can totally see how that could be an accident waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah. Things banging into each other, getting damaged.
Exactly. And if you drop that toolbox, ouch.
Not to mention someone reaches in for something and bam, cut on a loose chisel.
Okay, so organized toolbox, check. What else?
Well, they also talk about the importance of a clean workspace in general, which, honestly, mine could use some work on that front.
Same here. Tripping hazards, spills.
It all adds up. A cluttered workspace is a dangerous workspace.
Word. But even with the best laid plans, accidents happen. So what do they say about, you know, if you do get hurt?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting. They have a whole section on first aid and emergency procedures.
Yeah.
And it's incredibly detailed.
Oh, wow. Okay, like what kind of details are we talking about here?
We're talking everything from how to clean a wound, how to stop bleeding, when to call for help.
Wow, that's impressive. They really cover all the bases, don't they?
They do. They even emphasize having a well-stocked first aid kit. And not just having it, but making sure it's accessible. And, importantly, that you actually check it regularly.
Because who hasn't gone to grab a bandage and it's, like, empty?
Exactly. Or the antiseptic expired 5 years ago.
Okay, so we've got basic first aid covered, but what about more serious injuries? Do they address that?
They do. They actually have a whole section on recognizing when professional medical help is needed, which is so important.
Yeah, because sometimes you think, oh, it's fine, I'll just walk it off. But knowing when it's serious, that's huge.
Right. Like they specifically mentioned, If you have any numbness or tingling after an injury,
Oh, yeah.
could be nerve damage, see a doctor right away.
Okay, that's good to know. And what about like cuts that need stitches or
Puncture wounds. Yeah, they talk about tetanus shots, making sure
right.
you're up to date on all that.
Man, these guides really thought of everything.
They did. It's impressive, honestly. Shows how important this stuff is to them.
Totally. Well, I have to say, safety guides, they don't always have the best reputation. A little dry,
Yeah, I get it.
But these Arabic guides, honestly, they're really well done.
I agree. They're engaging.
Yeah, the visuals, the examples.
Even a little humor sprinkled in helps make it memorable.
Exactly. It's not just like, do this, don't do that. They explain why it matters.
Exactly. They make you care about safety.
Okay, so as we wrap up here, what's the one thing you want our listeners to take away from all of this?
I think it's that safety, it's not just a set of rules.
Right.
It's a mindset.
I like that.
It's about being present, respecting your tools, being aware of the risks.
Yeah, and taking those small steps every time, like we talked about.
Yeah, exactly. Choosing the right tool, inspecting it, storing it properly, it all makes a difference.
Could not agree more. So next time you're tackling a project, remember what we learned from these awesome guides.
Absolutely. Be safe out there, everyone.
And on that note, it's time for us to, put away our metaphorical tools for the day.
I like it.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive, everyone. Catch you next time.
Thanks for sticking with us until the end of this episode. We really appreciate you taking the time to listen and engage with our content. If you found value in what you heard today, please don't forget to hit that like button. It helps us reach more people and lets us know we're on the right track. And if you haven't already, make sure to follow our channel so you never miss an upcoming episode. We've got some great topics lined up that you won't want to miss. Lastly, if you know someone who could benefit from this information, why not share the video with them? Spread the knowledge and help your colleagues stay informed. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.